Alright. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. But this time, without copyrighted music. It turns out YouTube got onto us. The VOD is gonna be fine because it's not gonna have any music in it, but yeah. Guys, apparently YouTube doesn't like us. Maybe we should stream on Twitch instead from now on. In fact, let's just use the game music, bro. Let's see if that's loud enough. Why? This is why Twitch is better than YouTube? Yeah, I agree, bro. Let me know, guys, if this is loud enough for you guys. We good? Yeah, we're good. Not only are we good, but I can use my Rasengan now. Check that out. Hell yeah. Rasengan! How you doing, Illyrian? Let me just share the stream again. Alright. Rasengan! Yeah! There we go. Undead don't play? Hell yeah. No, I'm not playing out here, bro. I got a real Rasengan, okay? Basically what happened, Boot, was some people based on their country weren't able to watch the stream anymore because of the music I was playing, so I'm playing in-game music now. So that more people are... So the people aren't basically being kicked out. You can do a Rasengan too? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. There's still people able to watch, and that's definitely good. I feel bad that like I lost all those viewers, but hopefully they just come back. Maybe I should activate Rasengan in my video, in my Dream Ticket videos. Okay. Dinos wins. This new Xyz is nice, man. It's probably what Dinos needed. So that's one game. You said Dinos needed more consistency? Have you read Miss? Dinos needed more consistency. They got like the best search spell in the world, bro. Better than Rhoda. Misk still a 2-card combo? Yeah. It may be a 2-card combo. But you got like... You got Soul Eating Overraptor as a searcher. Misk is like kind of consistency. Like... The what's it called? Fossil Digger's consistency. That's all they ever needed in the TCG. So guys, let me know please. My voice in comparison to the Duel Links music can you guys even hear the Duel Links music? In the TCG, they have way more options, so they don't have to rely on the pill. On the pill? Who said it? The pill is not even a consistency card. The pill is something you search in the combo. Okay. I'm glad that the voice is okay. You guys can hear the Duel Links. Can you guys hear the Duel Links music though? Maybe if I move it here. Is this loud enough for you guys? The Duel Links music? Hold on, let me just click some card. There we go. I'm not gonna lie, M7R2, even though you have a good looking Blue Eyes White Dragon, your matte and sleeve choice is so uninspired. You know? We got some banger Blue Eyes and Seto Kaiba matte and sleeves, bro. It's still low. Let me move it up then. How about now? Is the Duel Links music good now? I also don't want the Duel Links music to be too high, that's the thing. I don't want it to be so high that it's overpowering me. But I also don't want it to be so low that you can't hear it. Crazy? Yeah, bro. Bro, after this, I'm gonna show you what I would choose for Blue Eyes. I haven't built the deck yet, but I'll show you what I would choose. There's so many options. It's good now? Okay. Boot, do you think the music and voice ratio is good? Still too low. It's still too low. Adjust it. I don't want to adjust it in the game because because I don't want it to be loud in my ears. I just want you guys to hear it better. How about now? It's at the maximum volume now. Maybe it's all right now. It's decent. Okay, that's all I want. All I want is decent. I don't really want it to be too loud. I just want it to be hearable. The main thing is I don't want it to be equal to me. I want it to be lower than me, but still hearable. Okay, animation time. Well, definitely not lower than you. Yeah, I want it to be lower than me. Come on, bro. The voice is the main thing. You guys need to be able to hear me. Otherwise, what's the point of me being here? If it's louder than me, then why the fuck are you people telling me to raise it? That's crazy. Alright. How about now? Is it lower than me now? Yeah, I know the Duel Links music is banger, but like you guys need to be able to hear my commentary. Otherwise, what's the point of me being here? %, bro. You guys were really hoeing me right now. That's crazy. Okay, thank you, Boo, thank you. God damn it, bro. You people were trying to kill me. GG. Also, the Blue Eyes guy's not comboing right. I mean, I don't think he needs to combo right. He knows he's got game. I mean, if I'm going for game, I'm probably not going for Hieratic Seal. You know? I don't know the combo either myself. I'm waiting for Weatherman to teach me. Is that 2 games? 1-1. Alright. Am I live? Yes, I am. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Master of Blue Eyes. Also, that Farfa video idea with you and Weatherman was lit. Well, it was your video idea with Farfa. Well, it's like technically the idea wasn't ours. It was somebody else's, and they brought it up to Farfa, and Farfa asked us if we wanted to, like they wondered if we would want to do it with him, and we said yes. But we have other ideas we might bring up to Farfa that might even be better than that one. So, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. Farfa's a cool guy. Farfa's a smart guy too. Like the fact that he got. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm gonna after the tournament, we're gonna watch the video together, guys. On stream, and like we can chat about it live. I think that I'm gonna set up a Twitch so that I can do the music thing Weatherman does without YouTube trying to mess with me. Bro, Blue Eyes is so good, dude. Oh my god, bro. It's so ridiculously good, dude. Was he unable to go into hieratic, or does he just not know how to do it? You gotta farm hard for 2 more Eldritch Lords before my deck is playable because I'm that poor. Hey bro, I feel you bro, but you know Eldritch is the embodiment of greed. You know, so it kind of makes sense. But I'm so excited to play Eldritch, guys. You guys got no idea, but I got other videos I have to do before I get there. You know what I mean, so... You'd have to see his hand? Okay, I see. True Light. Special summon Blue Eyes from grave. It's like looking in a mirror. Kaiba Man. Damn, apparently JVZ played 4 Blue Eyes mirror matches in a row today. We didn't get to watch any of his games though. So there's a lot of Blue Eyes here apparently. That's cool. Glad to see it. By the way, guys, I don't show it often, but whenever I'm streaming, I keep that thing on me I don't know if you guys can see. Hold on. It's my Stardust Dragon. How you doing, Renzo? Okay, there's the jet. Unbelievable stuff, bro. This board is so cracked. Your opponent cannot target Blue Eyes White Dragon in Monster Zone with card effects. Other cards you control cannot be destroyed by our opponent's card effects. This guy tags out into one of a few different light dragons that can get you an advantage in the game. Yeah, bro, you know, bro. You gotta keep that thing on you, bro. Gotta stay strapped. Okay, so Conductor doesn't target or destroy, so it does work here. But Ultimate Fusion doesn't care about face up or face down. So Takuchi, did he already use Misk this turn? No, but he's about to be able to search for it. So in that case, before Misk goes to his hand, he's probably going to want to use Ultimate Fusion to pop Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, I think. Unfortunately, Eldritch is pretty much unplayable with other zombies until Absolute Zero comes and gives us an end board. I kind of disagree, actually. The Eldritch deck is really good by itself, and all you have to do is add in a zombie world and a Doom King. You don't need to play the other zombie stuff. You just play Doom King Eldritch. That's all. And it's probably better that way, because you're not going to lose to interruption so easily that way. It don't even need a skill, but it has one though. It does have one. And the skill is fucking amazing. It doesn't need a skill, but it has one, and the skill is very good. I'm not gonna lie though, these days, it doesn't matter if you're good without a skill. You probably need a skill anyway. Just, you know. Because you need some kind of advantage that your opponent can't respond to. Okay, chaining Ultimate Fusion to the Misk is the play. That because Misk hasn't resolved yet, it means that unaffected status does not yet apply. By the way, guys, let me say something, okay? It seems like whenever people watch the videos and they see, like, the image I use on my banner, they're like, oh, it's Skull Servant. It's not Skull Servant, bro. It's not Skull Servant. I don't know why people keep saying it's Skull Servant, man. It's King of the Skull Servants. Obviously, come on, bro. Come on, bro. I think the typical zombie deck wants to combo, and if you're trying to combo with Eldritch, then you're playing Eldritch wrong. Eldritch is a control deck, and Doom King is a control card too. Like, Doom King is a boss monster for a combo deck, but it's also a grind game card because it just keeps coming back. So, like, Eldritch and standard combo zombies don't synergize. It doesn't matter if we have absolute zero or not. And truthfully, if we got absolute zero, I don't think that we would play it with either Doom King or Eldritch. We would still have it. Zombies have more than enough interruptions. And adding absolute zero would definitely help with that. But I don't think it's going to help the Eldritch version. Haha, very funny, Renzo. You're so funny, bro. Like, Eldritch is a zombie deck in the way that, like, Dark Magician is a spellcaster deck. It doesn't mean that you're going to be playing, like, Magistus with Dark Magician, you know? Because it's not a combo spellcaster deck, it's a control spellcaster deck. Absolute Zero is a good boss monster to end on. It's just that, like, the zombie community keeps cooking with zombies, even if the deck isn't going to be meta. And Absolute Zero is pretty good in combo zombies. Oh, the quarterfinals already here? Let me have a look. Okay. We're just ending round 4, it seems like. Oh no, some people are beginning round 4. How do you end on the hero card? Yo, no, hold on, bro. I'm gonna put you on game real quick. We're not talking about Elemental Hero Absolute Zero. 1 second, I'm gonna find you the image. Okay, there we go. Looks good now. Absolute Zero. Yuki Onna, the Absolute Zero Mayakashi. If anyone in the chat doesn't know what this guy does, let's read him. So, you can only control one of it. It takes 2 or more zombie monsters, which is very easy to do. There's a link for... you negate... Continuous effect, by the way. This is a continuous effect. Your opponent's banished monsters are negated. So this hard counters Thunder Dragon, for example. And if a monster is special summoned from the grave, or a monster effect activated in the grave, you can target a monster on the field, change its attack to 0, and if you do, negate its effects. Twice per turn. That negate is twice per turn. You can trigger it by activating your own grave effect, or summoning from your own grave, or the opponent can trigger it by summoning from their grave or acting a grave effect of their own. So we get 2 negates of a monster on field, and it reduces them. And it also continuously negates their banished monsters. So this is really damn powerful. Why would they name it Absolute Zero? Because ice? You know, the temperature. There's the icicle. It's the icicle Mayakashi. Okay, going into the ritual. Hell yeah. Just so you know, Anguish Pattern is a must-play in Eldritch, possibly. I think it's probably very good, giving it a whole ass additional pop you can search for with a skill. Undead has a special announcement at the end of the stream, by the way, guys. It's true. You better stick around. Otherwise, you're gonna miss out. Okay, so that's Blue Eyes with a 2-1, isn't it? Yes, it is. Alright, let's get to the next match. Oh, daily bonus. Daily boners. Okay. Actually, just bear with me. While I'm getting this next code, I'm gonna do a little auto dueling because I need this EXP. Okay. We get to watch YXV next. Getting gems is hard when the leveling is so slow. Yeah, how you doing, Tensdar? I'm just, you know, I'm glad that we have a gate event. That makes things a lot easier. Having that guy on field is better than having Chaos Max on field. Yeah, I would say, like, in general, he's a better card than Chaos Max. Might as well not release Chaos Max. I feel like we should just not release Chaos Max in general. Just because it's gonna make ranked annoying, bro. You know? Even if it's fair, which it's debatable. It's annoying. Like, Kakaitis is okay because it's probably not gonna kill you. Saber Dancer is okay because there's more involved in getting it out. It's harder to interrupt. And it's also not as big as Chaos Max. And doesn't do double piercing. Like, goddamn. You're enjoying the new update? You're a third way done in the new box? Let's DM with the new stuff is decent so I can survive for a while. Yeah, you know what, man? Dark Magician is actually kind of cheap. Well, cheap. You need 3 of the structure deck. And after the structure deck, you need to go into the main box 1.5 times. So the deck is cheap, except for the fact that realistically, unfortunately, I think you need some selection box staples like IP Masquerena. Very important for the end board. Which it sucks. I know. It's a very unfortunate situation. Alright. GG. Let me get them Jimmy Jams, bro. Jimmy Jams? Okay. Alright, let's take a look. Get your bread up? Hell yeah, Hasoon. Get a money counter. I'm also enjoying the new update 10 start. I have not actually been this excited about Duel Links in like 4 years. And I'm the type of guy who's almost always happy with Duel Links. But I've not been this excited for like 4 years, dude. Bro. Thoughts on adding the 3 missing on-chain monsters in Duel Links? Do it. Go ahead. Let's have them. Bring it over, bro. Let's have it. Even if if it's locked into a skill, that's probably better, because then it's less generic. I got a lot of work to do. Me, I got so much work to do, man. I'm editing Weatherman's videos. I'm making my videos. I have new player guides to do. I have box chip video maybe. I have UR ticket videos to do. Undead, what did you do in college? Psychology. Yeah, I know. What a goddamn waste of time. What a fucking waste of time, bro. But I did actually end up getting my PhD in dueling, so yeah. Since we have filler world stuff, we probably get Darts his minion. Hell, my season 4. Yeah, that's true, Tense. That's true. We got a lot. We could probably get a lot of value from this new world. That guy Weatherman is so lazy. He's not lazy, bro. He's busy. That's all mine. But you know what I can do? I got a goddamn Rasengan. Yeah. Does Weatherman have a Rasengan? I guess we'll have to find out. You don't know if you want to go to college? Hey, bro. You only should go to college if the job that you absolutely want to do requires college. If you don't give a damn about what job you do in particular, don't go to college because it's going to drain your money. A lot of people think that you have to go to college, okay? I think that it is important to be allowed to go to college, but it doesn't mean that everybody should. He's busy playing with his blue eyes. Hey, he's playing with his blue eyes so he can get out the blue eyes guide, alright? Okay, and it's gonna be peak, I promise. GG. Chimera mirror match. Chimera match. Hey. Man, that was bad. My bad, guys. That was cringe. Is that... Okay, I'm gonna wait for it. We're gonna have another one as well. Alright. Game 2. Dressing like this. I mean, yeah. This is how I usually dress, bro. I'm glad you think I look cool, bro. I appreciate it. Have you seen my recent videos, Renzo? This is how I look in all my videos, pretty much. There was like a TCG guy who like tried to take my shit of being a skeleton, and I'm like, bro, why are you stealing my flow right now, bro? Your dad did treasure hunting? Indiana Jones? Oh, hell yeah. I'm glad. Do you like the videos, bro? Hey, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. This month, this October for Team 6K is going to be our most ambitious month. We're going to try to put out like 8 amazing videos or something like that. At least, by the way, at least. Ooh, okay. He's doing the Bujingi thing, where he sends one to grave and he searches one later. That way, he can use this one to discard the other one, and it negates all damage for the turn. That way, you don't actually have to worry about whether or not the opponent does anything, because you just have a guaranteed follow-up play. Oh, you learned how to play Altergeist from us? Spoilers, but don't tell anyone, man. We got an Altergeist update coming, okay? And it's like nothing you've ever seen before. Hey, how you doing, Ref? Well, of course I remember you. I've never seen somebody with as much of a focus knowing when their birthday is. This definitely seems to be a going first and you win matchup. Maybe we'll get Adamina next time. I don't even know what it does. Is this top 8? This right here is top 16. This deck, it's got like a cult following these days now, I think. Like, I'm afraid that if I did a video on it, there'd be like a bunch of people who are hardcore on the deck being like, whoa, 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 you forgot a lot of the main things, man. Forgot? Oh, I didn't even know it, let alone forget. Like, I know the combos. I know how to combo with this deck. I know how to do all the inherent stuff. I just don't know necessarily maybe the right place to do in the right matchups. Like, I know you obviously go Abyss Dweller, but other than that, I don't necessarily know what the right moves are for, like, the mirror match or the Shadow match or whatever. You're going to Canada? You're going to Toronto? That's crazy, bro. I thought you were already in Toronto. I thought you were already in Canada. Link Shokan. Try reviving now, buddy. Oh, you can't. You wouldn't be able to anyway. Undead, is there a skill that starts the duel with zombie wall on field? No, there isn't. There is not. You're gonna have to search for it. Thank you, Renzo. We're, oh man, I'm so excited to show you guys all the things we're gonna do. Like Dark Magician, we're cooking. bro, I promise you, there's not a single Dark Magician video on YouTube that is better than mine. Mine isn't even out yet. All of their lists are not as good as mine. I guarantee it, bro. They're all knee-jerk deck builds. I got so much Dark Magician knowledge. Like, I got a full game plan. I got matchup, bro. I got it all figured out, bro. It's all figured out. It's all figured out, bro. My Dark Magician shit, bro, it's untouchable. Not that the deck is untouchable, but when compared to everybody else's Dark Magician decks, mine is way better than theirs, bro. Yeah, they don't really give you a whole lot of zombies for free, do they? Also, Weatherman with the Sword Soul, bro, it's unbelievable cooking, bro. You guys aren't ready, bro. But I know that you guys are gonna be ready because you guys are Team 6K viewers, and Team 6K viewers are different. Okay, Team 6K viewers, they got their head screwed on. They're sitting down and they're waiting with their notepad and their pen, and they are writing down the notes. They know that if they want to learn, they gotta pay attention. So they pay attention. They're different, bro. They're different. Do you think Playmaker cooked with DM? I don't want to single people out, bro. I just believe that nobody cooked except me. That's pretty much what I'm saying. I think that maybe people should, I think it's great that people will post a deck that's not fully optimized within the first week. That's fine, you know, because it doesn't have to be optimized. You just get the knowledge out there. Make sure, you know, people know what the deck does. But I'm not knee-jerk reaction building a deck. I'm building a deck optimally before, like, at least to a point where I'm happy with it before I post it. Team APS, bro, I don't even... like, why are you even comparing us, bro? We don't even do similar content, bro. What about Team Samurai? Are we better than Team Samurai? I think it's okay to not have Quasar, to be honest. Hey. Somebody's making a decision right now. Let me check the tournament to see if anything's going down. Sword Knight is about to be negated by Sword Knight. Gonna need to find a way to out the Magician. Not gonna be easy. He's got Sword Knight back so he can use it on his turn. So Goddess is unaffected by Magician, so he does have a way to survive the Magician here, but the Magician is mainly there keeping him alive because it can't be destroyed. So he's gonna need to find some way of removing it. But Team 6K clears? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. The Chimera techs keep getting worse. Bro, you could build a 30-card deck list using only Chimera techs that people play. There's so many different techs that people play, bro. I feel like you should just, like, play the Resonator stuff, the Yeah, and whatever floodgate works. Like the Gaia, the Gaia dude. I'm finally getting my first copy of Forbidden Droplet. Yeah, now you can get the rest of them. You definitely need 3 of them bad boys, bro. Oh my god, bro, budget. Can we just move on? Oh my god. What mask are you talking about? I don't know what you're referring to. It's just my face. This is what I look like in real life. This is my undead face reveal. As soon while Revolution de Fleur Chimera can make a better board, Duel Links isn't necessarily about who can make the best board, okay? Because the best board in the game, I'm pretty sure, is like a synchron board. But like the deck has very little playthrough. It has very little follow-up. It has very little versatility. It's when your only output is having a big board, that's not good enough in modern Duel Links. And to be honest with you, it's never been good enough, because the biggest board has never been the best deck. Almost never. Typically, the best deck is the deck that excels in all of the different things that make something good. Like, it has a decent or great grind game. It has a solid opening play, a solid going second. It's solid at going through interruptions and surviving. You know, it's versatile, so if the opponent has like counters, then you still have something to do. Like, and like making a better board in Chimeras is kind of redundant, bro, because Chimeras isn't really trying to build a board. Chimeras is trying to like grind the opponent out and also have a really strong opening board and grind game, like, and play through, and the skill allows that to be a lot easier because it puts Magician Engrave and gives you the bonus fusion spell. The bonus fusion spell is really all the buff you need, because it means that if you search the fusion spell, it means you get to have both using it twice and also setting it to the field to use on the opponent's turn. Dark Magician is infesting Duel Links. Well, it's going to be even worse once people actually know how to play it, and they will know how to play it once I make my guide, because I guarantee, bro, people online are probably doing it wrong. I mean, I do believe that there's people in tournaments playing the deck correctly. I just don't believe they're building it right. I think that the deck is a lot better than people are building it to be, and I'm going to prove that in my video. My red flag is that every deck I play has to have an infinite recursion loop. Yeah, exactly, bro. That's like the bare minimum. Your deck needs to be able to have some type of guaranteed follow through. Like, whatever you do, you need to have some type of loop that keeps you in the game. Otherwise, you lose to yourself. You know? Can I change the score of your match? Let me have a look. What's your username in the thing? If YXV had game, then I blame him for making me sit here and watch this grindy ass mirror match. When can we see your beautiful face, bro? Give the people what they want. And Illyrian Ghost says that is his face. Illyrian Ghost, I think I like you, man. I think you're cool as hell, bro. Illyrian Ghost seems to understand. This is just what I look like, okay? This is my face. This is my visage. I even move my mouth. This is just what I look like, man. And you know, you just have to accept me for who I am. It was 2-0 the actual score. That's okay, game man, but what's your username in Start GG? That's what I want to know. Math Ford, okay. Alright, cool. Math Fort goes on to the semi-finals. Undead is 100 years old? Nah, that would be too young, man. I'm 6,000 years old, bro. Have a good one, Raphael. Guys, it's time to start making decisions. Thank you for subscribing to Ramble Man. Happy to have you here, bro. Eccentric, destroying a back row, baiting it out. Quaddled, negating and destroying. He's not a forgotten Team 6K member, man. How long do they set the timer? That's a great question. They're supposed to have it at 180, I think it is. Or what was it? What was it? 300? I don't remember. Weatherman is the one who set up the rules, not me. Now he uses the Chimera Fusion. Man, this is exhausting, bro. It seems like this is the last round 4 match as well. And they're only half an hour in, bro. We could be here for another 20 minutes, man. I am tempted to just move on. Let me know in the chat. Should I just move on without watching the end of the match? In fact, let me see if I can set up a pole. Alright, I set up a poll, guys. Time to vote. Mirage Mirror Force. God, bro, what the fuck? Dude, what, bro? Dude, what the? It's always some new tech cards, bro. Let's see. 5 votes, good enough for me, man. Good enough for me. Let me get another. Let me get another code, man. Okay, there's one other match happening right now. Let's go watch that. Ugh. That was a slug. Oh boy. That'll sort itself out, I'm sure. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Chimera is definitely gonna win that one. I feel fairly confident about that. I'm like 90% sure Chimera's gonna win it. But if we continue to watch it, we're gonna all lose it. We're gonna lose our minds. Okay. Reign of Shadows versus Utopia. Utopia going first. Utopia going first is very rough for Shadol, especially considering Shadol cannot use Nibiru anymore, guys. So, how the hell are you gonna break through this board? As long as Maze doesn't misplay, of course. But this is game 1, it seems like. So, if Shadol goes first, they might have a better time. Might, by the way, might. Utopia has a solid matchup against Shadol. Blue named Abyss Dweller. Okay, that's the end board. How the shit is Shadol gonna get through this? Yeah, Dweller goes Burr, bro. Dweller definitely goes Burr. What's the move? Going into Shadol Construct. Negating it. Chaining El Shadol Fusion. Letting it resolve. Al Capone. Al Capone's going to try to negate something. And he's also going to go into Construct. Al Capone negates. Construct activates. Utopia Ray negates. What does Utopia negate? It negates the Al Capone, so nothing's getting negated there. Links off into Gravity Controller. So he can destroy the thingy. And Construct is going to be number protected, no floating, and he's going to live on a singular back row. And if that card is a trap, he can probably just, well, probably not. Yeah, GG. Utopia wins. That's the game 1. That's game 1. Despite best efforts, Dweller is Dweller, man. Let's go again. It's like, I know people trying to see new cards, but I would much rather watch Utopia versus Shadow rather than Chimera versus Chimera. Even though I think Chimera is younger than both of those decks. Or maybe Chimera is the same age as Shadow. I don't remember. I don't remember. Okay, and Utopia's going first again. Jeez Louise. You know, guys, there's a little happiness in me the fact that Shadow is such an incredibly busted deck, but something like Utopia has a great matchup against it. It's such a cool thing to be true, you know? I know not everybody likes Utopia, but are you gonna say that you like Utopia less than Shadow? Come on, bro. Not gonna lie, guys, I don't know why he keeps the double or nothing in his hand. Maybe there's a good reason behind it. That what the shit was that? Whoa. This is a special KC looking. That's nice. That's sexy as hell, man. But is it enough? I don't think so. I'm not gonna lie. What are you gonna do, Shadow? What are you gonna do? Hope that they negate the wrong thing? Yeah, you end your turn, and then they dweller on their turn, and then yeah, it's really special. And you know they deserve it to have a special foil for topping Casey Cup. Okay, they get to flip down their thing. Congratulations, man. You got your grave effect. Now what? Can Utopia get through an OTK then? Because they still have flip effects, but the issue is that Utopia's negates can negate the flip effects. And cut their stats. But what the blah, blah, blah. But what can that back row be? Okay. Turns one of his gates, negates, by the I should say, into a Numeron and a Utopia. Utopia Ray gives him another negate. And he uses Shadow's Schism, okay. He negates the Shadow Schism, obviously. Yes, yeah, 1,000,000%. Like if you're going second against Utopia, you need Nibiru. You really need Nibiru, and if not Nibiru, then Valor does help, but not that much. Like you're still getting Dweller. Are there any Sword Souls? I mean, not that I've seen. Like there's been one Sword Soul player who did well, but I haven't seen one recently, so I don't know if they're still in. You know. Alright, that's game. GG. Utopia 2-0. I understand why Shinny was saying that that Utopia is the best deck when he was saying it, because like his thought process was probably like, oh, okay, if Shadows is the best deck and Utopia is good against it, that makes Utopia the best. But then it's more complicated than that. Okay. Alright, we're about to get 2 new matches. Just waiting for one to start. You're rooting for Doles? I understand rooting for Doles, bro, but this is Utopia, man. What are they gonna do? Was there anything from the new box at all? What do you mean? Yeah, there's new box stuff happening, just not right now. Blue Eyes is very popular today. Sword Soul, we did see Sword Soul. We saw... Did we see Thunder Dragons? I don't remember, but we saw Eldritch Zombies, that one. What else? We saw Dark Magician, but I think they might have been eliminated by now. So I'm gonna give you guys a choice. Do you guys want to see Tin Dangle or Blue Eyes? I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna set up a poll for that. Yeah, Blue Eyes, that trap is ridiculous, dude. Oh my god. It's good against Shadows, man. Like, the fact Blue Eyes is good against Shadows, I feel like it definitely has to be tier 1. Blue Eyes is probably the best deck, man. Okay, looks like we want to see Blue Eyes. Let's watch some Blue Eyes then. The fact that it lets you use the trap right away means that you can counter Schism as it's activating. And I think that that's an important thing. Because Schism is a main phase effect. And that kind of allows it to be balanced, and it means that the turn player gets priority, so the Blue Eyes player gets to set trap on the field right away, before the opponent gets an opportunity to activate Schism's effect on the main phase. Yeah, it is the Chimera guy again, however, he's going against Blue Eyes, so how bad can it be? Undead, whether you rather eat tuna or do a video about how you are good with Loom. I'm neutral on Loom, bro. I don't hate the guy. Look, man, just because I said he was wrong a couple times doesn't mean I hate him. But I would rather do that than eat tuna. I don't care for tuna. Alright, Chimera guy, please play quickly. The chat is tired of Chimera right now. Oh yeah, I did forget to take a look at some better mat and sleeve combinations for Seto. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna get myself another drink, but I won't take as long. All right, so be back in a second. Oh, looks like I'm back just in time to witness Blue Eyes coming back. Destroying the stall deck. Okay. Was that 2-0 or no? No, it was just one game. Just one game. Just one game. I'll be back on the camera in a second, guys. Holy shit! I just got a bunch of. No one did slander unless it's from me. That's crazy. I want to take as long as time takes longer. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, you're right. Hasoon, I was putting on a different fit. I'm just getting ready to show you guys. See? New outfit, guys. That's why it was taking so long. Because Hasoon asked me to put on some different clothes. I am Kenough. Okay? Isn't that nice? Changing his pink thongs. It's crazy how you are nearly right, man. You guys like the Barbie movie, guys? Oh my god. Why the hell did Chimera get to go first again, bro? Oh my god. You don't know how to feel about this? That's alright. It doesn't matter what clothes I'm wearing, I'm still undead and I can still do a goddamn Rasengan. Hell fucking yeah. Oh yeah, buddy. W hoodie? Hell yeah. You know what, Illyrian? Illyrian, you're fucking cool, bro. Bro, Illyrian, you just been cool the entire stream. God damn. I like you. I like you, man. Is it just me who hates Chimera? Like, I don't hate Chimera necessarily. I just hate watching it. That's kind of how it is, man. You know how some sports are like such a pain to watch, but you actually play them and it's much more fun? That's Chimeras, bro. W hoodie, homie looks like a bowl of Fruit Loops. You got a problem with Fruit Loops, buddy? You got a goddamn... I eat Fruit Loops for breakfast, bro. I'm 6,000 years old, bro. I'm not about to let somebody tell me what I should and shouldn't enjoy. There's nothing to hate about Chimera except for watching it. That's all. The gameplay is cool. It's just like watching it sucks, bro, because it's stalled. We hate this guy specifically. Well, that's crazy, man. No. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. We don't hate this guy specifically. But hey, bro, we got Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes is here to save us. That fit looks niche? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Or are you saying nice but with an H? Here's what it looks like, by the way, guys. You're kidding? You're kidding about hating the guy? That's alright. That's okay. Okay, got you. We need to change the skill so no more exceeds. Let's not go that far, man. They got their own inherent exceeds. I think it's okay for them to be able to go into generic exceeds. If any particular generic exceeds is a problem, then that exceeds itself should be hit. For example, Abyss Dweller and Beatrice are banned everywhere else except Duel Links. So maybe they should be banned here too. How you not hot in that? Bro, it does not matter what I'm wearing. I'm hot regardless, bro. How are you a skeleton but buff at the same time? Ugh. It's, I wear padding to make sure that I don't fall apart. This is why the Duel Links Reddit community exists, because people like Ali with bad takes. When the new skulls... Whoa, 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 whoa. The fact that you say that right after he mentions Skull Servant support is just crazy timing. Bro. Besides, there's some people with good takes in the Duel Links Reddit community, I'm pretty sure. Like, they're not a monolith. Did he spill drink on the zombie fit? I might have spilled it on my hand. Hopefully not, though. That's why I looked at my hand like, hey, did I get coffee on this? Hold on, Illyrian, is that a Shadow the Hedgehog profile picture? Let me get a closer look at that. I'm full of hate in a world full of love. That's crazy. Negative 600 aura fit. Hey bro, hey man, Hasoon just wanted to see me change fit. I'm gonna change back. I'm obviously gonna change back. Besides, I really like this hoodie, okay? I don't give a shit what anyone says. This hoodie is fantastic. Beatrice is not what's making Chimera stall. No, Chimera is what's making Chimera stall. It's not the Xyz. Hell nah. But, that being said, let's not act like Beatrice and Abyss Dweller are fair cards. If the stall is the problem, bro, I don't even have a problem with stall, bro. I don't have a problem with stall whatsoever. I think stall is a part of the game. Like, it makes games longer, which requires people to play out, you know. His old fit is in the washing machine right now. No, it's actually... It's just over there. I can get it back. I think they're fair when Shadow is max of power. Yeah, that's alright. I'm okay with... Like, if Shadow has to exist, then Abyss Dweller has to exist. It is what it is. But if Shadow stops existing, then we don't necessarily need Abyss Dweller, do we? And then Beatrice? Beatrice is a problem waiting to happen. It's not a problem right now. It's just, at any given moment, a problem could happen and it will be Beatrice's fault. You can't say that about the hoodie with that face, bro. That's just racist. You guys remember when dolls themselves were able to play Abyss Dweller because they had reincarnations to spare? I'm okay with Dweller being limited to one. I'm alright with that. Beatrice definitely getting banned someday. You know, technically they could keep it at one to make it fair, but like, it's just worrisome. Limiting card design a little bit. Bro, this trap, man. Dweller and Shadows is literally an oxymoron. They used to be able to do it, bro, and they would use water monsters to go into it too, so it would even get the attack buff. And like, it only shuts off the opponent's grave, so like, you would summon it in the mirror match to make things even easier. Like, not only can you banish shit from their grave by reincarnating your construct, but you also turn off their grave effects with Dweller. Like, Shadow mirror match before the initial nerf was absolutely revolting if you went first. They still can play Dweller. It's just like, you want your extra deck to be more versatile, considering the fact you only have one reincarnation. Like, oh man, the amount of times I wrote a script for the Shadow video is crazy. I had to go through support wave, through support wave, through support wave, through ban list, through ban list, through ban list. It was ridiculous, and I still think Shadow is a fun deck. I just don't want to play it again because of the damn the trauma that the video put me through. Will we see a variety of fits in the other streams? Maybe, but I'm probably just gonna stick to the classic. In fact, after this match is over, I'm gonna take a look at my personal Blue Eyes mat and sleeves. Then I'm gonna change my outfit back to normal. Blue Eyes guide when? Hey, within the next week, man. Weatherman's working on it. And it's gonna be amazing. You guys, bro, you're not prepared. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Hey, bro. What's good, Weatherman? Hasoon wanted to see if I had any other outfits. Yes, I do. Actually, which one are you talking about? The one that you buy from the shop? Because I don't have the one you buy from the shop, but I do have the special. I do have the special one because I'm pretty sure there's two Kaiba ones with a border, one from the shop and one that we got for an event ages ago. Because I got the event one. Ritual Shokan. Gishiki Shokan. The one on the shop, yeah, I don't have the shop one, but I actually don't like it as much as the event one. The event one's cooler. Yeah, you guys will see it. You're gonna see how awesome it is. Alright. Okay. So apparently the ritual didn't work. That's 1-1, but before we move on, let me go to my deck list. Not my deck list, but I'm going to show you guys my mat and sleeves that I would use for Kaiba. Not this, by the way, not this. Is it in here? Just gotta check. Is it this one? It might not be this one, but this one is definitely tough. Is it in here? Maybe not. Where did it go? Okay, this is messing me up right now, man. Where is it? Here it is. There it is. Now that is a tough sleeve right here. Yeah, look at that, guys. Oh my goodness. Isn't that smooth as shit? Holy goddamn. And then you could use this for Blue Eyes. However, it does go into other things, unfortunately. So that's why I wouldn't use it. That's solid, but... what would I use for Blue Eyes? Where is it? Actually, I haven't seen this one. That's kind of cool. But that's not what I'm thinking of. Yeah, here we go. Look at that. This playmat is so tough. It's like this, but cooler. I would probably use one of these two, and then I could use this alongside it. I could use this and this together. These look really good together. Or I could go the other way around. Here it is. Yes. I could do it the other way around like this instead as well. Either way, both of them show a lot of personality. And I think that's important when you're trying to be Seto goddamn fucking Kaiba. Or you could do it like this. That one's also cool as shit. But yeah, I would probably go like this. Guys, rate my mat and sleeve choice. Yeah, the tournament's still going. I just I just saw some Blue Eyes players, mat and sleeves, believe they were uninspired, and said I was gonna show what I would choose instead. This is Rainbow Neos combined with Undead. That's crazy. That's the one, yeah, for Kaiba's birthday, drawn by Kazuki Takahashi. That's why I think it's so awesome that we have it, because it's like we can carry a piece of Kazuki Takahashi on our phones with us. But yeah, let's go back into the gameplay for the third game within the Blue Eyes versus Chimera match. And during that, I'm gonna go change back into my standard outfit. So I'll see you guys in a second. Yeah, we do have Eldritch. We did have an Eldritch player. They were playing Eldritch with Doom King. It was very good, and they did end up winning their feature match. I don't know if they're still here though. But I'm back in my classic outfit. I like the Orca Zombie video too. Sorry, not video. The Orca Zombie deck. I actually made a script for it, but I never ended up having the time to make a video on it, unfortunately. Did you see the new DDD Fusion monster? Nah, bro. I gave up. I gave up on DDD, unfortunately. Farfa, bringing back the materialist Sanafont. Sanafont is so disgusting, dude. Oh my goodness. Sanafont is a card I wish was banned. I keep talking about it with the Weatherman that I want this card to be banned even more than Abyss Dweller. Kill him! Kill him! DDD gave up on me, man. Get your revival. You gonna work on getting it banned? Okay. Okay. Hopefully it works. Looks like he's chosen something to revive. Wait, doesn't... Okay, this does force another revival. Does he have the other guy engraved? Yeah, he does. So he has to use this as to survive, but then he can use his trap to destroy it, I think, right? So... Farfa comes back. Majesty of the White Dragons. Pop, pop. Go back to Fortnite. Farfa gets to banishing. He still has 2 monsters on board. 1. 2. God damn it. Thank you, Blue Eyes. Oh, man, it is so relieving to not have to watch that match anymore. Let's go back to the tournament. That was 2-0, right? No, it was 2-1. Okay, moving on. This match here is nearly over, so we'll only really get to see one thing. But that's okay. Okay, let's go in. Okay. While we're watching this, actually, I'm gonna make a new thumbnail, so you guys just watch. I can't really speak on Tintangles anyway, guys, so I'm not gonna be that helpful in this situation. So let me just make my little thumbnail. Oh, thank you for this. Thank you for the subscribe and Rexus. Hey, bro, this is the only match we can watch, man. Gonna go play on console. Have yourselves a good one. Hey, bro, if you're still here, bro, what game are you playing, bro? People go nuts if they add a cool finishing animation to some good ace monsters, like how Blue Eyes and Dope Magician have in Monster Duel. Funnily enough, man, there are actually monsters like that that have that stuff in Duel Links. I'm pretty sure Wing Dragon of Ra has it. The Egyptian gods have it in general, I'm pretty sure. Okay, that was the third game. We only got to see one. So, who wins? GG Matthew. Alright, GG Matthew. Let's move on. Next match is Blue Eyes versus... Oh shit. I guess you guys are gonna have to see for yourself. Alright, they're in game one. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Bro, the fact that Tindangle has gotten this far is actually kind of crazy. This is a 82-person tournament, man. This is not a nobody tournament, alright? FTK's banned in this tournament, so... Damn, he's playing that shitty, ginormous forehead-ass Blue Eyes, bro. Ban Norrentino just for the Blue Eyes art he's choosing to use. A ding for protection. That's kind of interesting. Interesting that you'd go for that. Norrentino, what the fuck are you doing? You are aware that Jet exists? What's wrong with Ghost Rare Blue Eyes? That's not the Blue Eyes I'm talking about. The Blue Eyes I'm talking about is... Which one? This one. This one's ugly. You can't tell me that's not ugly. Besides, where's the ghost? Ain't no ghosts here. This isn't a ghost. That's not a ghost. I like this art. This is not a ghost though. This is a legend. No, that's not a Ghost Rare. Ghost Rares are way different. This is called Legendary Rare. Ghost rares, they obscure all color. Um, we don't technically have them in Duel Links, but the closest thing we have to them is Sepia. Like it's not that Ghost Rare is called Legend in Duel Links. They're two very different rarities. Closer, but also no cigar. Because, like, it's like silver. Like, Ghost Rare is silver, but Sepia is like piss color, unfortunately. Yes, yeah, Illyrian. At the beginning of the stream, I showed off what they all looked like. You know, Earth actually is alright. It just is a lot less versatile. Oh, okay. Is the only way you don't die in the mirror going first? Are you talking about the Dingirsu? Can't you just go into jet? The imperm effect is beautiful. If some of you guys are seeing this for the first time. Imperm is not ass. What the fuck? What are you talking about? Imperm, Alex, what are you talking about? Is this cope because you can't afford it? Imperm is not ass. Imperm is an amazing card. What the fuck are we talking about? Imperm in this meta is ass? I don't think so. I think that if you are gonna call Imperm ass, you need to reevaluate what you're saying. Imperm and Droplet are the two best cards in the TCG. They are also the two best cards in Duel Links. There is not a single argument you can make to prove that Imperm is ass. It is Valor, but better. And then better again. Yeah, if you want to talk about Imperm as ass, you can go to Reddit with that shit, bro. Imperm is definitely not ass. I would go as far to say is Imperm is tied for best card in the game with Droplet. Right, exactly, Illyrian. It's not just a hand trap, it's a board breaker. It's both. It's a hand trap, board breaker, and it has added application of helping you to negate a floodgate in a grind game. Bro. I can't believe that somebody said that Imperm is ass on a Team 6K stream. This is crazy. Bro, like, if you think about hand traps, okay, and board breakers, you can't use a board breaker on the opponent's turn, but you can with Imperm. It's a board breaker you can use on the opponent's turn. Hand traps, you draw into them, they aren't helpful anymore because you want to use hand traps on the opponent's turn. Except Imperm. Imperm is the best hand trap generically. Like, it's not like the most broken hand trap. It's not a broken card, but it is the most versatile card in the game. Bro, like, it has to be rage bait. I don't know if it's rage bait. Maybe they just don't understand how good it is. Let me actually pull up the card. Okay, let's talk about Imperm. Let's talk about Imperm, guys. Apparently, Impermanence is ass. So, if you control no cards, you can activate it from your hand. You target a face-up effect monster your opponent controls, and negate its effects until the end of the turn. Okay, it targets, bro. It targets, but, you know, so does Valor. This is the same effect as Valor, okay? Except that it doesn't have a restriction on it only being during the opponent's main phase. You can use this during any phase of the game. You could play around Valor by using your ignition effect during the standby, or the draw phase, or the battle phase, or the end phase. You can't do that with Imperm. There's one application where Imperm is better. It is not reliant on phase. It's also not reliant on it being the opponent's turn. You can use it on your turn before you make your play, since you control no cards, to help you to play into boards. That is already good enough on its own. However, what's the application Valor has above Imperm is that you don't have to set it to your field. In Duel Links, that's important, you know? You might already have 3 set back row or 3 continuous stuff, and you don't have room to set another back row. So, you know, that would make Valor better. That's the only thing that makes Valor better. But Infinite Impermanence does more. That makes you want to set it. If you have it set before you flip it face up, then you also negate all the back row that activates in that column. So you're not just negating a monster that turn, you're also negating a back row. Let's say the opponent has flipped up Light Imprisoning Mirror, and you're a light-based deck. You can set Imperm in the same column as their Light Imprisoning Mirror, and when you are ready to activate your light monster effect, you flip up your Imperm, negate one of their monsters, and in the process you're also negating their floodgate so that you can continue to use your light monster effects. This is too many things that Valor can't do. And are we going to sit here and say Valor is a bad card? No, of course we're not calling Valor a bad card. Valor even has applications this very format. It's the best hand trap Shadows can play, for example. And Imperm's better. Maybe not in Shadow specifically, because like Shadow want a light material monster. And that is another application that Valor has. It's a tuner if you wanted to use it for synchro summons, or it's a monster if you wanted to use it for link summons. and it's a light monster if you wanted to use it for fusion material. But that's what it is rather than what it does. Imperm is better because of what it does. So, I'm not trying to hear this Imperm is ass shit, bro. Should they remove the blue zone so people can negate their spells in the Imperm column? You know, that's a good thing to think about. It seems like at a certain like in the TCG, they have that mindset of they want people to be able to make mistakes, but in Master Duel and Duel Links, they want to hold your hand a little bit. And I guess that's just a little bit of a gameplay design decision that each version of Yu-Gi-Oh can make for themselves. Can you tell me which hand trap is effective at breaking boards, is good when you top deck it, and has added application in a grind game? Because Nibiru can break boards, but it's not good when you top deck it. It's not great in a grind game. I can't think of any other board breaking hand traps, to be honest. It's not ass, but it's not game breaking. Yeah, nobody's saying it's game breaking, but it's very, very fucking good, isn't it? You don't have to be busted to be amazing, and Imperm is amazing. Duel Links player overreacting so much? Overreacting? I'm not saying that Imperm's broken, bro. Alex earlier said that the card was ass, and I'm responding to them. Lava Golem is not a hand trap. He probably was baiting us, but even so, it's good to talk about stuff. Alright, that's 1-1. Game 3. Does anybody else have funny takes for me to talk about? Game breaking card. Let me think. When was the last time we got a game breaking card? IDP? I think IDP? I'm pretty sure IDP was the last time. But I'll think about it more. Yeah, selection boxes are technically scams, but it's like at the same time, you technically getting your value out of it. But like, it's just that I think they're scummy. They're scummy. They're overpriced. But it's not that the stuff inside of it is bad. Like, because when you say it's a scam, it's like, it's implying that that you're not getting value out of it, and you are getting value out of it. The exclusives are legitimately good. The problem is that they cost too much, and that they're paywalled. Yeah, actually, I think some decks might prefer Eclipse over Imperm. Like, for example, like I'm building Dark Magician, I think I might not play Imperm. I think I might play Eclipse instead of Imperm. I'm still not sure. I'm gonna need to test it. But I feel like in Dark Magician, I need to take advantage of my draw engine. And the best way to take advantage of a draw engine is to be able to consistently draw into a blowout card, and Eclipse is a blowout card. Selection boxes aren't scams, but you never need them. That's debatable, because I still need those exclusives. I have room for Imperm. I definitely have room. I got room for a bunch of techs. Because I'm not playing useless filler garbage like everyone else, man. You guys haven't seen my Dark Magician deck yet. I will show it in a guide, and I will wait until the guide comes out to show it. but the reason I believe that everybody's Dark Magician decks suck on YouTube is because, not because they're making bad moves or making bad plays, but because their deck is filled with cards that don't need to be there. So take those out, put in good cards, and you're looking much better. Those selections of reprints, yeah, the only thing is, the people who can afford selection boxes typically already have those cards that are getting reprinted. That's the problem. Reprints are supposed to be for budget players, but selection boxes aren't for budget players. It's counterintuitive. Okay, Norrentino with a 2-1. Low chance you'll get exclusive cards. I mean, low chance is, it's guaranteed. You just have to open enough packs. Okay, so Norrentino with a 2-1. Moving on. Okay, who's next? Are we at the finals already? Oh, is Blue Eyes White Dragon playable with only one Kaiba man? Technically, but you would much prefer to have 3. Wow, we're already in the finals, guys. And check it out. The finals is Tin Dangles versus Blue Eyes. Tin fucking Dangles. Alright. Let me put up a poll and see who you guys think is going to win. What do you think about my take about that Water Xyz is the best deck to be released in Duel Links? What do you mean by that? Like, but in what metric? Tin Dangle player is Matt Fort. And the Blue Eyes player is Norrentino. Alright. Guys, how the fuck? How the goddamn shit did Tin Dangles get to the finals, man? This is crazy. I'm about to get in the room, and then I'm going to ping the server, letting them know that we're in the finals now. Alright, people seem to be voting for Blue Eyes. Understandable, it is the favorable matchup here. Other than Sword Soul Chimera, most of the tier deck need their 3 zones. It would be less useful for these decks. I'm not saying Imperm is ass, it's a good card, but it's not the best to use in this meta. If we had Imperm when non-fusion area was meta, then yes, Imperm is 100% best hand trap. Look at that, guys. Check this out. He's moving the goalposts. Isn't that interesting? Well, it's good in Blue Eyes. Best deck in the game, arguably. But the decks that can't use it. A deck not being able to use a card is not the same as the card being bad at all, whatsoever. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Umbral Horror support? No, I haven't. I don't really care about Zexo. Oh, he's made finals a few times? Okay, I see. Coin flip. We have seen him win a couple going second games, I think. But maybe the opponent bricked. Right, yeah. Imperm and Valor in the same deck? Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Damn. Hey, Aaron, how you doing, bro? Okay. Are they already begun? Let me just go into spectator version, just in case. Oh my god, please. Oh my goodness. Son of a bitch. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Ooh, we are in the finals now, baby. In the blue corner, we've got Mathfort playing Tindangles. And in the red corner, we've got Norrentino, the most bannable guy in the community, playing Blue Eyes White Dragon. Who's gonna win the $30 and who's gonna win the 20? Stay tuned to find out. Best of 3, Norrentino on Blue Eyes versus Matthew with Tindanglers. And Tindanglers is going first, so it looks like they can set up their floodgatey thing. Hey, thanks, Aaron. But I am probably gonna move over to Twitch at some point, just because Twitch is less restrictive about what I can do on stream. But hey, I can do this. Rasengan! Yeah, look, you see, I can do that. That's crazy, bro. Rasengan! Ooh! I'm such a child, bro. Would Blue Eyes Buster Blader be a bad idea? Yes. What did Norrentino do? I don't know, man. People just keep saying ban Norrentino, man. I don't know. Maybe stream both? I can't realistically do both. And the point that I would be like on Twitch for is something that YouTube would prevent me from doing, like, because I want to do music. I want to play copyrighted music, let's be honest, while I'm streaming in the background, to give an extra vibe to the stream like Weatherman does. And on YouTube I did it today, and it's not going to be in the VOD, so that's all good. But like, YouTube wasn't letting certain people in certain countries watch it because of that. So being able to being able to stream on Twitch allows me to do that without YouTube messing anybody over. Is it possible? Can you do music on Twitch and not on YouTube? Nah, it's not possible. Why elaborate? Because it would essentially be taking a good deck and making it worse. That's pretty much it. Like, you can't just mix decks for the fuck of it. There has to be a reason. Buster Blader doesn't synergize with Blue Eyes. You would be cutting out core parts of your Blue Eyes strategy in order to fit in Buster Blader cards when you don't need the Buster Blader to have a win. You might as well just be playing pure Buster Blader. Like, both in two decks coming together, pause, is actually inherently a bad thing. It is a bad thing to just mix two decks, because your hands are going to be mixtures of the worst parts. You're gonna have a nearly good hand, and it would be really good if you just had the right part of your deck in your hand, but you got the wrong parts of your deck in your hand, and you're trying to fulfill two strategies at the same time. It's just not going to work. The only cases where mixing two decks together actually works is when it's not essentially two decks, but rather one cohesive deck that just happens to use cards from two themes. Like Sword Soul Tenyi isn't really two decks, it's one deck, because Tenyi basically is a part of the Sword Soul engine. It synergizes so damn well that it might as well be part of the same engine. Yeah, Guard Dog is crazy, bro. Guard Dog is absolutely disgusting. But can he win? It would be absolutely ridiculous if Tindangles could win. I know DuelLinksMeta.com would go crazy for it. All of the 5 people who check those articles. Yeah, Buster Blader does seem to work better with Assault mode. Because they allow you to have some more bodies on board. They allow you to go into your Synchro easier, your Link easier. that's not what I'm saying. But if your username is definitely accurate, how to not meta. This would definitely how to not be meta. This dog is, bro. What the dog doing, bro? He could have Imperm. Imperm would negate dog, but he's gonna flip up the dog when he's already got something on the field, so he can't use Imperm. You know what I mean? And you can't Imperm a face down, obviously. Okay, so we got the Unchained Soul. It's also indestructible because of the IP. But he's not going to be able to trigger to destroy anything. He's just going to be indestructible. That's why I say that they would need to have a card like straight up on the field, like properly on the field. He probably flipped it up early. I was looking at the chat instead of the screen at the time. But I would flip up dog when they have a card straight up on the field. Although I guess that would be difficult against Blue Eyes since they can destroy you and then you would flip up but then not be on the field. And yeah, so yeah, Imperm would work. Just open Droplet. Well, I mean, apparently Imperm would work. So yeah, Imperm would work. So it doesn't necessarily have to be Droplet, but it could be Droplet. I don't think the Blue Eyes wants to play Droplet though. He did chain to the Melody, however, since Dog activates on a new chain, Melody shouldn't be on the field anymore when Dog is in the process of resolving. Are you saying it's too expensive? Oh, are you saying Droplet is too expensive for Blue Eyes? Yeah. They would prefer to keep their cards if possible. But yeah. They definitely prefer Empire. You probably can't set droplet turn 1. Um, technically, you technically can. You can set imperm turn 1, so you can set droplet turn 1, but you don't want to be sending shit anyway, so. Why not Chalice? Because since imperm is here, you would play imperm instead of Chalice. It's not really a budget imperm. The Veiler is a budget imperm. Oh shit, he's ritual summoning. Yeah, alt fusion and majesty, that's 2 cards. So you could set a third. But you don't have to have majesty. Like, you might have activated it and it's in your graveyard and you don't have a way to get it back yet, but you get it back in your grind game. So you'll have the light, the majesty, the ultimate, but you might have already used the majesty, or you might keep your ultimate fusion in hand. And this is if you feel like you prefer to have the imperm on board. Is there any Shinobird? Not that I've seen, if possible, but there's 82 people, man. I kind of watched everyone. Thinking emoji. Rasengan. For good luck. Am I bugging? There's nothing happening. We good? I didn't resolve with a Rasengan? Okay. Rasengan! Okay, Ultimate Fusion. Ultimate Fusion. You popping out here. Okay, looks like we're not popping out here. Tyrant Dragon. Smaller Tyrant Dragon. Jet comes back. Tyrant attacks again. Jet attacks. returning the hound to hand. Intruder gets to search. Can't set back anything. Oh, bro. Man. Boy, this stall is crazy. Drell. Searches or sends a flip. Any flip under the sun. Gets Shadow Dragon. This one gets a search. Oh, it looks like he's out of Tentangles. Phoenix. Looks like he's just link climbing. Or clearing up his board. Penguin Soldier flip up. Popping 2. No, it's returning 2 to hand, isn't it? Yeah, it is. That's crazy. Can he get lethal? Okay. That's 100 off lethal. He still needs 100 more attack. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, he's got another Delani engrave. Ooh, we got good music on here. Alright. The other Delani engrave is going to be a big deal for surviving. Okay. Here's a reason to play Veiler and Blue Eyes. It can be normal summoned as a tuner. Runs over the unicorn, but then there's the Delani engrave that can be negated by the Spirit Dragon. So yeah, it's looking like Blue Eyes got it. Looking like Blue Eyes got it to me. Unless like there's some time. Like maybe he has some like, yeah, Blue Eyes got it. Blue Eyes got it. Blue Eyes got it. Yeah, GG. Okay, that is 1-1. Wait. Okay, it's only been one game. It's only been one game, guys. Oh, all right, this is gonna be a grindy one, guys. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Alright, looks like they get to go first again, which means this is 1,000,000% going to be a grindy matchup. Would Destined Rivals be a bad idea? Yes. Destined Rivals is a trap of a card. Like, Destined Rivals makes you think it's good, but then it's not actually good. Because think about this. You have to have your blue eyes on the board already. Why would you want a board breaker that wants you to commit to the field already? You would prefer your board breaker to do its thing before you get your stuff set up, so the opponent doesn't have a chance to interrupt you. That's what the Majesty does. It breaks their board before you get your stuff going. So it's like, it's fundamentally gameplay wise, it's a trap of a card. It's obviously a trap card, but it's a trap of a card because it seems good, but then it's not actually. And then as an interruption, mass negation isn't what it's cracked up to be. You could play one. That's all right. I feel like it's unnecessary though. Beautiful card. Beautiful animation. This is lethal unless he has a way to flip his own shit down. Yeah, GG. Oh my goodness. And the new 6K champion, Norrentino, is not banned. Congratulations, you win $30, but Matthew, you won $20 using Tindangle. God damn, that's cool as shit. Bro, you're gonna be able to go and tell people, yeah, bro, I mean, ain't no thing, bro. I won $20 using Tindangle. But what did you do with Tindangle? I won $20 fucking dollars with Tindangle. That's what I did. But yeah, guys, send me your PayPals on Discord, and I'll send it to you, or I'll get my guy to send it to you for me. But yeah. Good job, Norrentino, showing us all how it's done with blue eyes. And yeah. Now let's take a look at their deck lists for a second. First of all, blue eyes. Hold on a sec. So first of all, we got the Blue Eyes deck from Norrentino. He has a Piss Veiler? Bro, ban Norrentino for the Piss Veiler, bro. So yeah, he's got the 1 Imperm, okay? 3 Cosmic Cyclone. This makes sense to me. Cyclone is very good in this meta. Thank you for the follow, Wing of Shoe. Thank you for that, bro. Yeah, this is ratio wise, this is not strange. That being said, a lot of people would prefer to play 3 Kaiba Man. He's only playing 2. Anything strange in the extra deck? Oh yeah, he's playing Pentastag because he doesn't want to get screwed over by people going hyper defensive, I guess. Masquerade incoming, bro. They don't give a damn about branded, bro. They do not give a damn about branded. This is why Cosmic is so good and is so free in Blue Eyes, because branded is a free matchup anyway, man. It doesn't matter. And then let's look at the Chad of the day, Tim Dangles. Okay, let me shrink this a bit for you guys. Holy crap. Tin Dangle best deck? Okay, okay. Alright. Here's the Tin Dangle deck, guys. This is what it looks like. I'm not going to act like I know what the fuck I'm talking about when it comes to Tin Dangles. But we saw all of these cards in action today. And it's a solid deck, man. What advantage does Blue Eyes have over Despia? They start the duel with a non-target wipe the board. Non-target, by the way. Non-target? You understand? Non-target wipe the board, right? That's the advantage. That's that screws Despia so completely. They ain't gonna be burning you for very. In fact, like Weatherman even leaves the Masquerade there because he feels like he can take a burn for a while. But like he has absolutely no issues against Despia. You're not even the best Tin Dangle player, bro. Name a better Tin Dangle player. Okay, so that was the tournament, guys. But it's not the end of the stream. We got a couple things left on the agenda. First of all, we want to watch the Farfa video. Second of all, we want to do a little bit of a SR Dream Ticket guide. But let me just get the Dream Ticket guide out of the way first. Here we go. Okay. Alright, here we are. YouTube! Alright, so we got an SR Dream Ticket because it's the new world. But what are the top 6 best choices that you can use your SR Dream Ticket on? Now, obviously, if you're trying to complete any of your decks with your SR Dream Ticket, that is very much a valid choice for how you can use your SR Dream Ticket. However, this video is about the top 6 best ways to use your SR Dream Ticket, okay? Not the top 6 ways that you personally, individually could use your own Dream Ticket. It's going to be different from person to person, okay? You can feel free to use your SR Dream Ticket to finish your deck. Like, for example, I might get myself a 3rd Gadget Gamer. I don't know. I don't play Morphtronics, but, you know, I'm trying to show you guys what are the most generic things you could use your SR Dream Tickets on. So, first choice. Thank you for the subscribe wiki-wiki-wa. Happy to have you here, bro. So, first choice is... Okay, so the first choice is Underclock Taker. Okay, it's a generic Link 2 Link monster, and it allows you to help you make the opponent's monsters have smaller attack based on the monster you summon under the Underclock Taker. I like to call it Undertaker because it's easier and I like WWE. The reason I have this at number 6 on the list is because it's generic, and a lot of OTK decks can play it, and a lot of decks that aren't that good at OTKing it can play it to make it a lot easier for them. Because a lot of decks really want to they don't really want to have a grind game with the opponent. They want to just get in there real quick, and having this as a generic way to go for that is fantastic. Number 5 on the list is Number 5 on the list is Sun Avalon Drytrenchii. Now this is a Link 4, and you might think that it requires plants, but no, it doesn't require anything except for 2+ Link monsters. So if you're a Link spam deck and you can make a Link 4 using Link monsters, then you can go into this, and using this you can search for the level up card, the trap card that once you flip it up, if you control the Drytrenchii, it blanket negates your opponent's field. So basically, even though in Duel Link we don't have Appaloosa, we have Drytrenchii. It's like our Appaloosa at home, because you summon this, search for the trap, on the opponent's turn you flip up the trap, negate all the opponent's monsters, and it can also help to boost up Drytrenchii's attack depending on your deck. So this is basically Appaloosa at home for Duel Links, and that's why this is the number 5 on the list. Okay, what's number 4? Here, okay. Number 4 is Dark Hole. Now, a lot of formats, Dark Hole isn't going to be that good, because a lot of formats there's going to be some indestructible stuff going around. That being said, Dark Hole is a generic card you can put in any deck to destroy all monsters on the field. It's a board breaker that is more powerful than most board breakers. A lot of board breakers focus more on versatility. Like, for example, Droplet, like, you can wipe everything. You can negate everything with a Droplet. However, it is going to be costly to do so. Imperm, it can't do much to many cards. However, it's got many applications. Dark Hole is not versatile at all, but it just destroys all the monsters. Easy money. Okay, that's why this is the number 4, because sometimes you need something simple that does things to everything that doesn't have much of a cost, and that's what Dark Hole is best for. Number 3 is Unchained Abomination, and this is generally the Link 4 people choose most if their deck is going to be going for a Link 4, because it's just got so many effects. On the end phase, it destroys a card, and then if a card is destroyed, you get to destroy another card. It just destroys a lot of shit, okay? And the longer it stays on the field, the harder it's going to be for the opponent. Especially if you can summon this using IP Masquerena and he himself becomes untargetable, it's very nice. Of course, if you have Goddess, you would go for that instead of this, but as a free-to-play option, this is probably the best free-to-play card you can go for if you're going into IP, and it's not the type of situation where you would go into a Unicorn, for example. The second best card you can get in with an SR Dream Ticket is Nightmare Phoenix. This, very similar to Nightmare Unicorn with the UR Dream Ticket video, is something that pretty much any deck can go into to bait out an opponent's back row. You might do this at the beginning of a play to get rid of an interruption that would hurt you later on in the turn, or to force them to use something that they would rather use later. Or, just generally, just to get rid of something that's pissing you off, like a Necro Valley or something. So that's what this is good for. It can be summoned in any deck, and you can kind of tell that this is a very Link heavy video because there's a lot of good SR rarity Link monsters in this ticket. Of course, the number one card you can use a SR Dream Ticket on is Book of Eclipse. It is one of the best staples in the entire game. So, of course it has to be the best. It flips everything face down for the turn, okay? That is enough to either end a turn entirely, or to hold the opponent off in such a way that gives you a very needed advantage. It's also amazing as a board breaker just to turn off your opponent's non-link monster-based interruptions and protection effects. So realistically, you're going to be getting 3 Book of Eclipse anyway. You might go through that box as it is already, but if you want to go through that box one time, you get 2 copies and then use your SR Dream Ticket on the third. That would be a valid usage of your Book of Eclipse, but you can go about it however way you choose to go about it. Just know that these 6 are the best generic usages for your SR Dream Tickets. Have yourselves a good one, guys, and I've been Undead from Team6K, signing out. But I'm not actually signing out. Am I, guys? I'm still here on stream with you guys. Okay. Yes, yeah, Blue Eyes won. Blue Eyes won. Okay. I am going to change the theme of the stream. How do I do that, actually? How do I change the name of the stream, guys? Weatherman, do you know how to do it? Oh, I think I see. Okay, I figured it out. I know how to change it now. Do you think it's at least tier 2? Blue Eyes? No, Blue Eyes is tier 1. Blue Eyes is tier 1, 100%. Alright guys, I've changed the name of the stream to Farfa reacted to Farfa made a video with Team6K. I'm pretty excited about this. So, let me just mute up Duel Links real quick, because that's going to be counterproductive here. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, here we are. Yep. Okay, we're here. All right. So I just need to check that everything, that audio-wise, this is good.
Duel Links, the game with we're pitching a card, we're summoning level 10 in face-down defense, and searching. We're gonna search super polymerization, and a game for the financially responsible. Oh my god, this is crazy. So call me maybe.
What are we doing, bro? Bro, he must have been streaming for ages, man. Cause that's some crazy shit, bro. What the goddamn?
I accepted a challenge.
Hey, look, it's Weatherman
from Team6K, where they would test
Hey, look, it's Undead.
me with
I know
real
that
and
guy.
fake Duel Links skills. Some of these skills are in the game and exist today. Otherwise, perhaps have had their wording tampered with. As a Master Duelist One Trick whose highest rank is Bronze this year in Duel Links, I accepted the challenge to decipher the code. Are these skills real, or are they fake?
Six skills, and we're not gonna. I might need to turn it up. Let me see if you guys said I should turn it up. That's fake, Undead. What's fake? Who are those people? I don't know, man. Let me turn it up so you guys can hear it best. I'm gonna tell you which one's real, which one's fake. You're gonna have to figure that out by yourself. We will give you some context if you like, but too much context might give it away. So
I'm gonna be begging for
yeah.
clues, I'm gonna be honest with you, but let's do it.
Okay.
All right. So first skill, surprise present, can be used on turn 3 and onwards. Select one card set in your spell and trap zone and force it on your opponent. Only the player that activates this skill can view this card. This skill can only be used once per duel. What do you think?
What does forcing it on your opponent mean?
You give it to them, and they're not allowed to look at it. They're allowed to activate it, but they're not allowed to know what it is.
What?
Only the player who activated the skill actually knows what the card is.
This is so wacky. I can't even begin to think of a card that could work this way. I mean, so forcing it means like you put it to their side of the...
Hold on, let me just... I think I'm cutting off Farfa's I'm cutting off the ability to see Farfa, so I'll just make it so you guys can't see me, or the chat for that matter. Yeah, undead. The undead I know wears a rainbow hoodie.
But you don't force the
Yeah.
activation. They have to choose whether they want to use it or not. But they can't
Correct.
say.
Yes.
Okay. The TCG brain is telling me like the only thing that you would want to give your opponent is like a bad card effect, like Pot of Generosity or something, but you don't force the activation. So it's clearly something you want on their side of the field to help you enable something. And the only thing I can think of is like Mech Knights for the columns.
Okay, so, I wasn't playing at the time. I was playing Master Duel at the time. Apparently, this skill was actually used with Mech Knights, and it was so good that they nerfed the skill to make it so that it can only be turn 3 and onwards. I forgot that, and I only remembered the old Duel Links days with this skill being a meme. So in the video, I call it a meme, even though technically it was used in Mech Knights, because I wasn't playing during Mech Knight format.
Or maybe you want to pop
Or at least while the skill was being used, because I was playing Master Duel at the time.
that card, so like Waken the Dragon or something, but I don't think that's in Duel Links, but I'm not sure.
We can't tell you whether or not Waking the Dragons in Duel Links.
Can you tell me like what deck would play this at least? That's
So if I were to play this skill, my thought process is, so with 3 back row zones, I'm either locking down one of their back row, kind of like Kashtira, or I'm forcing a bad effect on them.
Right, but the thing is you can't force them to activate it, so...
Right, and if they don't activate it, their back row is locked, so they can only use 2 back row zones.
So how does Pendulum work in Duel Links? Do you guys have like the skill? Because I know for a while there was like a skill you needed.
Yeah, some skills will let you have pendulum zones, but otherwise, pendulum does use your regular back row.
So theoretically you...
Bro, I sound so damn melancholy in this video, bro. I sound like so damn like miserable, bro. It's probably because like this video wasn't my idea. It was Reddit's idea basically. A Redditor gave it to Farfa as an idea. Farfa said, "Oh, maybe I could do it with Team6K," and I was like, "Okay, yeah, we can do it." I sound like that every video. I definitely know there are videos where I sound like that 100%. But as I continue growing on YouTube, I get better and better at using my voice. But here, like I was like so out of it because I wasn't really that excited. Like I was excited to work with Farfa on something. I have watched Farfa for years, but at the same time, I kind of would have preferred it if it was my idea that we were doing. The idea was cool and everything, but like, it's kind of been done before. You know what I mean? No, I hear myself. It's not because I hear myself. I hear myself every time I edit one of my videos, so I know the difference.
could lock down a pen zone, but I feel like pen decks
Right.
might just be playing the pen skill. But I feel like
Yeah.
that was more centric to like Performer Pal or Odd Eyes. So this is a hard one. This genuinely, bro. If this is any indication of how the rest of this is gonna go, this is crazy. Cause like I am so lost. Okay, I think that this might be a real skill, but maybe you've changed the wording up a little bit on me here.
Okay.
Potentially.
Okay.
So what does my answer have to be? Real or not real, basically?
Yeah, really fake.
Ah, man. I'm gonna be honest, this is a complete shot in the dark. I'm just gonna say that this is a real skill.
Okay. Are you locking it in?
I'm locking it in.
All right. It's real. It's real.
Why?
It's,
What is
it's
it
a
for?
total meme. What is it for? It's a meme. Nobody.
I don't think it's ever been
Nobody's
relevant.
ever played it. Like as soon as this video came out, bro, Quantum pinged me, trying to correct me, and I'm like, damn, bro, shit. I guess I was wrong. People did play surprise present. It's not that deep though. It's not the point of the video, but it is funny.
There's never been
It has
any
been used
sort
in
of
meme
application.
We haven't always had the best back row removal in the world. So if we had a back row removal that only removed an opponent's back row, but we wanted to trigger a floating effect of a back row, we could surprise president. This is like 2017 type of meme.
Oh wow.
But we did not change the wording. This is the actual wording. They really said force it on the opponent, which is a crazy thing to say. force it on the opponent is a fucking ridiculous thing to say, though. Why did they say it like that, man? You never seen this done before? But they do this kind of thing in other games. Like Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh players will do this kind of thing with each other. Yu-Gi-Oh and Hearthstone players, Magic and Hearthstone players. Different card game communities do this with each other. And this is just the Duel Links version of that, okay? It's not a new idea, necessarily. It's like, you know, Magic player tries to guess which Yu-Gi-Oh cards are good and bad. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but that's a very common thing on YouTube.
So the only realistic application of this is just a very bad MST, or like a very bad way to stop your opponent from setting too much.
Some type of meme.
Just losing a game in a fun way, to be honest. It's probably
the thing Weatherman said just now, losing the game in a fun way. That's a lot of skills, though, bro. That's a lot of skills. And there were actually so many skills we wanted to include that were basically just losing in a fun way. But we wanted to have a little bit of versatility in the ones that we showed, you know. So we tried to like fit a quota, you know, DEI except for skills. There's a decent amount of skills that are just there to see if you can fuck around and do something.
Okay, well, I guess clearly someone hasn't made use of it yet, so rip.
I think Guns Blazing, the guy
yeah.
you never heard of.
I know Guns Blazing.
Remember when he was like saying that Guns Blazing is a lore YouTuber? Bro, he was like the biggest Duel Links YouTuber for a couple of years. Because DK overcame him at some point. But Guns was crazy on YouTube specifically just because he had the meme videos. Anyway.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Whoa!
Yeah. This is a standard amount of words for a modern skill.
Now we're getting into modern skill.
We got pendulum card text here.
This is a corporate level PowerPoint now.
We got 6K lawyers here, though, luckily.
All right. You can only use this skill's second and third effects once per duel, and its fourth effect once per turn. They are written like OCG cards.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm just checking the chat real quick. You gonna do a stream? Okay. All right. I'll see you later, Boot. This guy needs attention from Team6K. Whoa. He doesn't need attention from us. All right. He's doing first fine. Effect is you cannot normal or special summon monsters except from the extra deck. Any monsters except Infernoid monsters. If you would special summon an Infernoid monster from hand or grave by its own summoning condition, you may banish Infernoid monsters from deck in addition to your hand and grave as cost once per turn. A few years ago, that might have been a skill by itself, but it's got more. Second effect. This part's once per duel. Reveal one Infernoid card in your hand, then shuffle a card from your hand into the deck. Then shuffle 10 Infernoid cards to your deck, and you can have a max of 30, so this would make your deck 40
So
cards,
this is from
right?
outside of the deck?
Yes.
Okay.
Add one Infernoid card from your deck to your hand. Card, by the way, not monster.
Okay. All right. This is what's telling me it's fake. You can just add grass. There's no way. There's no way this is a real
Hey,
card.
man,
All right.
it's from outside of the deck. The card is banned in Duel Links. It's the only way they're going to activate it. And also, every deck in Duel Links these days is 30 cards. So if this deck were to play 30, grass would do nothing going first. So that's why it adds 10 to the deck. So at least it mills 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then that part is once per duel, obviously. You're not getting more than one search. You're not getting more than one grass.
Yep.
And then from turn 2 and onward, at the beginning of your turn, add Infernoid Deviati and Infernoid Anunku to your graveyard from outside of your deck.
Okay.
This last effect, reveal one Infernoid monster card in your hand and select one Infernoid monster on your field. The selected monster's level will become equal to the level of the monster you revealed.
Okay.
You know why that's good, I think.
Yeah, exactly, because the level restrictions and stuff for the summoning conditions. But
Yeah.
there's just so much here, and I feel like injecting grass into this effect is definitely like what's throwing me off here. I think this might be a real skill, but you've changed up some of the terminology. There's no way
I will say I did make a typo, but outside of the typo, this is the way the skills are written these days.
Like, historically, I know that grass used to be played with something like balance so that you could always draw it, but just straight up giving it to you and giving you, like, the activation requirement for basically free, and on top of that, it's just so broken, right? Like, there's no way Infernoid would have been...
If you think about grass in the TCG OCG Master Duel, what you're thinking about, the value that you're getting, is you're getting entirely whatever the fuck is legal. But here, we are limited into Infernoids.
Yeah, but I mean, and that's fine.
That is still broken. That is still broken. But it's definitely, you're not getting your snow.
Snow, yeah.
You know?
Is snow in Duel Links?
Thank you for the subscription, Galaxy. The thing is, bro, he's already seen Dragonic Contact. That's why we didn't show that. But the thing is, bro, I feel like if we showed him the new Blue Eyes skill, including the context of the cards, he probably would say that one was fake. I'm not gonna lie. If we showed him a lot of the new skills, he would probably say that they're fake. You know? So imagine we waited until the new stuff came out. But it is what it is. I can't reveal that one. This is the 10 cards added to the deck.
Yep. The whole gang.
There's one of each of these guys.
So, Anunku Divide would be crazy, I guess, like turn 1, but that is from turn 2. But the problem is, like, those cards are just... So you could literally, like, theoretically, on turn 2, just summon an Anunku, board wipe, reduce the level, summon Divide, back row wipe, and after grassing your opponent, and you're summoning them for free, because you're banishing from deck?
You could technically do the Anunku before using grass too, because of the once per turn using your deck as material.
I just don't see a world where this wouldn't be like tier 0. Like, this is absurd. This is not a real skill.
Okay, are you locking that in?
I'm locking it in. This is fake.
Okay, you're right. It is fake.
Which part is fake?
The fact that it exists.
Okay.
The thing is, like, if I took away the grass part, I think that the skill would still be too powerful to be fake. If I took away one of these effects, maybe it would be more believable. Maybe my issue is that I added one too many effects. All of these effects would be amazing. But that being said, this is definitely the type of skill that Konami would make. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if 1 year from now, this exact skill comes out in the game. Am I streaming on Twitch? No, just on YouTube today.
You just made this up.
Yeah.
This is pretty good, honestly. Konami should take notes. This is custom.
Yeah, Konami. Yeah, Konami. Take notes. This is custom.
It's
to be honest, bro,
like
just outside of this list, okay, I wrote a Dark Magician skill because I wanted Dark Magician to get real support. And then the skill came out, but with more effects. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know that, but like this Dark Magician skill we have right now, I pretty much said that we would get, so I pretty much designed a custom skill that was basically that skill, and then we got the same skill but better. Bro, it's ridiculous.
With more effects.
Like, the skill I wrote became real, but with more effects. I was like, Konami, apparently you want Dark Magician to be good.
Next skill, Determination to Fight. Still another lengthy one, but not as lengthy as that one. Apply either of the following effects, then place one Giga Ray's Gandora, the Dragon of Destruction, or Gandora X, the Dragon of Demolition, to your graveyard from outside of your deck. First, return one card from your hand to your deck and add one Gandora monster from your deck to your hand. You can also normal summon one Gandora monster in addition to your regular normal summon during this turn. Second, you can send one gadget monster from your field to the graveyard and then play one Silent Magician level 4 or one Silent Swordsman level 3 from outside of your deck. This skill can only be used if you begin a duel with a deck excluding extra deck that contains at least 10 gadget, Silent Swordsman, or Silent Magician monsters. This skill can only be used once per turn and thrice per duel.
Thrice per duel. Sheesh. Okay, I'm trying to remember what these cards do. The Giga Ray and the Gandora X. All I know is that they basically just, like, at least in TCG, they were pretty much just pseudo FTK enablers. I don't really know.
Right. Gandora X is the FTK one, but Gandora, the original, just destroys every card on the field and, like, gains like 300 attack for each card destroyed. And then Giga Rays it does more depending on how many differently named Gandoras are in grave. If there's one Gandora in grave, it'll destroy everything. If there's 2 Gandoras in grave, it'll banish everything. And if there's 3 different Gandoras in grave, it'll banish everything from field and grave.
So this card is really strong, I think, if you could set it up in this way. I don't think it's like game breaking. Is it though? I don't know. I'm just kind of, again, like, I'm sort of like semi-guessing here, but a lot of this wording feels very Konami, like the thrice per duel thing. Like, that does feel like something they would be yapping
we
about.
had a problem at the time, at a certain point where skills were not worded consistently.
Right.
So we weren't entirely certain on the rulings of some of them.
Oh my god, I hated that time period. You literally had to put a skill on and just like find out.
Okay, yeah, no, this is a toughie. I'm gonna say that I think this is real. It doesn't feel like turbo broken, at least anywhere compared to like some of the recent skills I've seen. And wait, is there any restriction? There's no restrictions here. Then please outside of your deck because it doesn't.
It's just about the deck building. The deck building is the only restriction.
You just need to contain at least like 10 gadgets. So that's what's making me feel like it is a real skill, because that's like a sort of restriction I think they might add to this. So I'm gonna say that this is a real skill.
Okay, locking it in.
Locking it in.
All right.
Whoa! Okay, I'm good at this. All right. Is this deck good though? Like
it
At
has
one
been
point in
good.
time, it was good. Yeah, it was.
People played it with
very well
Orcus.
Orcus.
Yeah.
Because the Giga Rays, it has a special summon condition of sending 2 monsters from hand or field to grave, so you can discard your Orcus, get shit going that way.
So what was the practical application of this? You would just play this as an Orcus deck just to discard to get like a free guys into the grave and trigger their effects, and
Yeah, the fact that it's a body on board is also helpful for Nightmare, and but going second, it's also good because the Giga Rays is board wipe. So
Yeah,
so do you actually use the Giga Ray effect?
yeah,
Yeah, you do.
yeah, it was very good.
Yeah,
Okay.
you use it a lot. Like,
Yeah, it's so good.
Was this deck like good? Like we talking like
It
it
was
was like
good.
tier what, like tier 3? I think tier 3.
It was tier 3. I think
That's
there
it?
was a point that it was tier 1. It had been meta for a while, actually. Now, bear with. The thing is, bro, he was kicking our ass. He was kicking our ass, bro. He kept guessing right, bro. It's crazy. We were like, man, I was thinking, like, man, bro, are we gonna get him on anything? Me, okay.
Okay.
Before Mage Showdown, it's another long one. You can use the skill 2nd, 3rd, and 4th effects once per turn. So there's no once per duels.
All right.
First is a restriction. You cannot special summon, excluding from the extra deck, any monsters except for Perform Mage and level 4 spellcasters. Second effect, send a Perform Mage monster from your hand to the grave, then add a Perform Mage from deck to hand, or a polymerization from outside of your deck. 3. Shuffle a monster on your field into the deck, then play a Perform Mage monster from your deck in face down defense position, and it can be flipped up the same turn.
They do that a lot. Yeah. Okay.
And then the final effect, if you control 4 face-up monsters on your field, reveal 1 polymerization in your hand, and then all of the monsters on your field can be treated as ancient gear monsters when used as fusion materials this turn.
Okay, that is really throwing me off here. So I'm kind of like semi-metagaming this because I feel like I have heard of a Perform Mage skill. I'm not sure what the name is, and I'm trying to think of like some anime lore here, and I don't remember any sort of like ancient gear synergy or Crowler shenanigans in like Arc V, but again, I could be very, very wrong.
And most decks do have multiple skills.
Yeah,
a lot of decks have like 2 or 3 skills.
but making them ancient gears, like that just feels so random.
Yeah,
Okay.
it does feel so random, doesn't it?
You just don't know the lore. That's what it is.
I'm trying to
Bro,
think if this is
bro.
even like good, like at least like for the first, because you don't need to use the 4th effect, because the 2nd and 3rd one do still seem good. So
Yeah, you get some searching. You
Yeah.
get to play around Book of Moon.
because you get to like discard like Trick Clown, for example. You can discard
exactly.
the Juggler and then add a guy and then banish and then add another guy. I'm gonna lock in and say that this is fake, but I think it's a real skill. But I think you've changed it up. I might be completely wrong, but this 4th effect just seems so randomly thrown in here. So I'm gonna say that
Right.
this is fake.
Locking it in.
Yep. What?
We finally got him. Finally got him with one. It was turning around, man. We were like, okay, we finally tricked him on something, man. And this was the perfect skill to trick him on, bro. Because why the fuck do the Perform Mage turn everything into ancient gears? It's crazy. Now you are actually very close to being right because there is a skill that is identical to this, but without the fourth effect.
Why does it exist?
It's Konami.
Well, this guy, he's from the fusion dimension, and he's pretending to be from the standard dimension. I haven't watched Arc. And all of the people from the fusion dimension play Ancient Gears. Okay, so
That's
the
just what they
idea
do?
is to go into Chaos Giant.
Yeah, no, I see that, but it's just like, yeah, that's some anime lore there. Okay.
Deceit draw can be used before your normal draw when your life points are at 1500 or lower. One of the cards from your normal draw this turn will be a card of your choice from your opponent's deck. This skill can only be used once per duel.
So this is just Destiny draw, but from your opponent, right?
Right.
Essentially.
The idea is like Bandit Keith.
Yeah, I
Imagine
get-
you and your opponent have the same sleeves.
My first instinct is that this is fake because I'm just thinking of the logistics of this. Like, how is this working in the interface or the UI of like the game, right? Like,
This actually, when I was hearing him say this live, it was kind of pissing me off a little bit. I was like, the UI? What the hell do you mean the UI of looking at the opponent's deck? All right, spoiler alert, he ended up guessing correctly that this is fake. But the reasoning was for UI. Bro, there are cards that look at your opponent's deck, bro. Of course the UI exists, bro. Bro. Even in Master Duel, you can look at your opponent's deck, bro. And Duel Links has a more complicated UI. Oh. Because it's older. Oh, man. The fact that he took a point for this for a reason that was even true annoyed me a little bit, bro. Not gonna lie.
you just activate the skill and it pops up your opponent's entire deck list or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, that just sounds weird. Honestly, it's a crazy reason, but I think, like, I'm thinking of the logistics here in the interface. I don't think Konami's programming this shit into the UI. There's no way.
Oh, damn.
So I think this is fake.
Damn. Okay, you looking in?
Yep.
All right, it is fake. You got 2 fake ones right out of 2 so far. But I will say that UI does exist. You can look at the opponent's deck.
Oh, I guess there are some cards in Yu-Gi-Oh that just do that.
Right.
It would be so broken as well, right? Because you could just, like, take any sort of, like, staple in the game, like econ for
Yeah,
game
exactly.
and
Yeah.
stuff, right? Like,
Or you could have used your limited to 1 card. And my thought process was like, okay, the life point restriction is more restrictive than Destiny Draw. So maybe that makes it more fair, but maybe we should have made the life point restriction even more restrictive, like 1,000 or lower, or 500 or lower, or something. You take theirs.
exactly.
And use it again. Like,
Yeah, this would be broken.
Finally, this
Is this the last one?
This is the last one.
Okay, okay.
Hence the name. Final mission. If your life points are at 1,000 or below, place 1 volcanic counter in your graveyard. This skill can be activated with higher life points, but its effect will succeed with a greater probability when your life points are lower. This skill can only be used once per duel.
What does that even mean? If your life is at 1,000?
It means
Like,
it's
so pretty
only
much,
guaranteed to actually do anything
if you're
you
at
have
1,000 or lower.
But if you
Yeah.
have higher life, you can roll the dice if you like. Okay.
So you could use this on full life.
So I actually have to say this. Okay. I feel like a bit of a dick. I couldn't hear Weatherman very well during the recording. I wasn't trying to talk over him during the recording of the video, but there's a few cases where I do end up talking over him, and it's not on purpose. I just couldn't hear him very well because at the time he was using the wrong microphone. He was using his camera microphone instead of his actual microphone. So I couldn't really hear him. So I'm sorry, Weatherman.
Life,
yeah,
basically.
you can activate it as soon as your turn starts. It's just not guaranteed to do anything.
So if you're at full life, you get a random chance at dipping counter into the grave. That's it.
Yes.
Yep. And if you're at 1,000 or lower, then it's guaranteed.
I feel like this is real, but it sucks ass, right? Like, So, because the thing is, the reason why I think it's not good is because, I mean, I might need to double check the wording on counter, but the way counter works is it burns for damage you take. But if you're at 1,000 or lower,
Yeah,
you're just going to get lethal,
does.
right?
Yeah, you would need for them to
Hit you for like
do
999.
such a small amount of damage for it to work.
Yeah.
But that, I mean, it is crazy that that's what you think makes this skill bad, considering the fact that it's not guaranteed to work.
Well, that as well, obviously, is terrible. There has to be some sort of in-game like code and equation for how they calculate the probability of this, right? Like,
Yeah, it would have to
Yeah,
be, right?
right. There should be.
like if you're at
Do we know it?
if you're at like 1,001, is it still just like a 50-50 coin flip or something? I don't know. So this is, what's his name? Axel, I think, from GX. So it's quite early on in the lifespan of the game. And usually the further back in time you go, the worse the skill is. So I think that this is bad enough.
You know what's crazy, actually? We got this skill during the Zexal era. We had Xyz in the game when this skill came out, bro. Because that's when the character came out.
That it's real. But the thing that's like making me sort of suss this out and metagame it a little bit more is the name.
Final mission.
Yeah, I mean, unless there's some like anime lore here, or if you have actually just kind of curated a last question type thing for me, I don't know, maybe. But I think I'm gonna go with real. It seems bad enough to be real, and it's got less words for the GX era, so I think it's real.
Locking it in? Mm-hmm. Okay, it's real. Look at that, guys. He got 5 out of 6.
That's pretty good. Yeah. So
That is pretty
my
good.
my big question is this shit good?
We didn't even know about it until we
You know,
started
legit,
making this
we
video.
found it. We were looking through the skills yesterday, and I was like, "Yo, Undead, look at this, bro. What is this?"
I'm not gonna lie, bro. We kind of wanted to make you laugh more than what we wanted to make you wrong.
Oh no, for sure, because some of these are absolutely ridiculous.
That is actually something I think is kind of important. Me personally, I think it is more important to make something entertaining than it is to make something more of a challenge. Because if we were to really lock in and make sure that he got wrong on every single one, it probably would result in a little bit less entertainment value. That's just my personal opinion. But by showing him the ridiculous shit, it was a more fun time, I think. I think it worked out. I think it was fun. I think it was a good video. I think it was a good collab. He beat you in your own game.
Like that Performage one is crazy. Well, thank you guys so much for doing this. You guys put so much effort into I love like the graphics and stuff. This was it looks really nice, so thank you so much.
Thank you for having us on, Farfa. I've been a long time viewer.
Thank you so much. Where can people find your content?
On YouTube at Team6K and on Twitch at Team6K Weatherman.
Make sure you guys go check them out and subscribe to them as well. Hope you enjoyed this little fun quiz we've done. And all I can say is I'm pretty much a Duel Links expert at this stage.
Right, yeah. I mean, Farfa, you could easily win a tournament. You should probably bring Volcanics.
I'll take Volcanics, yeah. Konami, if you're watching, please make that Infernoid skill real. Thank you.
Okay, hell yeah. W editing, by the way. W editing. Okay, was there anything else we were going to do today? Guys, remind me, was there anything else we were going to do today? I don't remember. Let's see. We did the tournament. We did the SR Dream tickets. We did the UR Dream tickets. We did the Farfa video. Was there anything else? By the way, check out the Moroccan flag. Vive la Maroc. Gotta get Farva one of your tourneys as a spectator. Maybe. I mean, we can ask him if he'd be interested. You were gonna impersonate Loom. I've already done this, man. Uma Musume. I don't know what that is, bro. I don't know what Uma Musume is. impersonate Loom, man. Duel Links is gonna die. Duel Links is gonna die. Duel Links. He's almost Australian Crowler. No offense, Loom. No offense. None at all. I got nothing against you. The only thing I have against you is that during the Shiranui format, you didn't like Shiranui, and I was a petty Shiranui player. I was like, man, he hates my deck. Ugh. But that's so petty and meaningless. Like, who gives a shit? You know? Of course you would be upset. It had been meta for a long time. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good on the stream today. I might start streaming on Twitch instead. But at the same time, guys, I'm still not going to be streaming that consistently. It's mostly going to be Weatherman streaming. Because I'm going to be primarily editing. I'm going to be spending most of my free time editing. The reason I'm streaming today is because Weatherman is doing a side quest. So, yeah. Yeah, Shiranui Onimaru. This guy's got some ball knowledge right here, bro. Elite ball knowledge from Asun. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. But yeah, congratulations to Narantino for winning the tournament. Thanks Farfa for the collaboration. Yeah. Thank you everyone who came out to the stream for the tournament and for the reaction and all that. And damn, bro, we've been live for a long ass time. Sheesh, I'm tired as fuck. Time to go back into my coffin. But yeah, guys, have yourselves a good one. Sky Striker and Blue Eyes Guides coming very soon. Have yourselves a good one, guys. And I've been Undead from Team 6K, signing out.
Why they gotta hate on me? I done got me 250,000 views and they still saying they low key. They ain't wanna come work with the kid, but I'm flexing with Zay on beats. How they ask for a spot at the gym, but they leave all the weight on me. I don't ask them to wait on me. They would ask where they gon' be with a song if they wanted the Weatherman. I ain't ask them to pay no fees. She was homeless and needed a spot. I ain't ask her to pay no lease. I ain't ask her to say no please. I ain't ask her to make no cheese. Scream fake, but it ain't on me. Got clean so it ain't no streets. Why green if it ain't no keeps? Brought cream so it ain't no beef. My team say it ain't no chief. My demon, they hang on me. They seemingly ain't no peace. I seen him, he ain't no beast. For real, I ask them, why they gotta hate on me? I done got me 250,000 views and they still saying they low key. They ain't wanna come work with the kid, but I'm flexing with Zay on beats. How they ask for a spot at the gym, but they leave all the weight on me. Ain't nobody harder in the country. If they claim they in front, then they frontin'. Think about it, they always talking about they bag and they stick, bro, that's literally bumming. Niggas can't even rap on the beat, gotta do hella cusses to know where to come in. Then these niggas go do R&B, but they not even singing, these niggas be humming. Niggas stop with the cap or 76ers, cause I'ma have to bring the drum in. When I'm fucking my girl, it's like doing the rain dance. Whether can you come in? You ain't get what I said, or see what I'm doing like Helen Keller when I'm bumping. Should I try to tell you I'm the one and ain't nobody better or youngin'? I ask her, hey, why they gotta hate on me? I done got me 250,000 views and they still saying they low key. They ain't wanna come work with the kid, but I'm flexing with Zay on beats. How they ask for a spot at the gym, but they leave all the weight on me. Damn, I ask them, why they gotta hate on me? I done got me 250,000 views and they still saying they low key. They ain't wanna come work with the kid, but I'm flexing with Zay on beats. How they ask for a spot at the gym, then they leave all the weight on me. Hey.